Hello, thanks for joining me. Now, do you wish you could save a bit of time in the mornings doing your makeup? Or do you ever get frustrated with the amount of brushes and sponges that you have to wash and clean every week? Maybe you're somebody who is new to makeup and you're just overwhelmed with the sheer amount of products that we have available to us these days, especially in terms of the tools, the brushes, the sponges, the eyelash curlers, all the paraphernalia that we need, or do we? Maybe you're somebody who travels a lot and you just want to take a really small makeup bag with you. Maybe you're a minimalist and you just don't want to have many possessions in your life. Maybe you want to really keep everything very streamlined and just have the bare bones basics of what you need. Well, if you've said yes to any of these questions, I think you'll really enjoy today's video because I'm going to do a full face of stick makeup for you today. And when I say a full face of only sticks, I mean a full face of only sticks. There won't be a brush or a sponge in sight today. Everything that I'm using fits in this little makeup bag here. And you can see the size of it compared with my hands. It's tiny. So if you are traveling, if you are going away, you can imagine how much room this is or isn't going to take up in your suitcase. So if I just open this bag up, I'll show you everything that's inside. I love this bag with the double zip. It's from Space NK, but I don't want everything to spill out. But you can see in there, that's all of my stick products that I'm going to use today. So let's get started, shall we? Now then, I'll just lay all of these items out in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. Right, okay. Now then, I'm going to first of all put in my trusty headband to keep the hair out the way. Right, so I'm not going to use a primer, obviously. I don't think there is a stick primer out there. Correct me if I'm wrong though, there might be. But I'm going to go in with my stick foundation, which is this one. It's the Dior, what's it called? The Skin Perfect. Yeah, Skin Perfect. And I use it in the shade 1.5N. And it's a retractable product as well. So you just roll it up like that. And I'm literally just going to dab this all over my face and blend it in with my fingers. So here we are, really quick and easy. I'll do one side of my face first. It's got a lovely smell to it, this foundation. Lovely. Now, if you've watched any of my makeup videos before, you will have heard me talk about Mary Greenwell, the makeup artist. Now, she does always say that it's better to use your fingers when you're applying your base products. If you watch some of her YouTube videos on here, you'll see what I mean. I mean, she works with all sorts of celebrity clients, and it's quite funny watching her go on their faces with her fingers doing their makeup, because we're so used to seeing these professionals with their big brush kits, aren't we? So I just think it makes a nice, refreshing change. But I heard her talking about 10 years ago now. I think she was being interviewed by Sally Hughes. And she said that the heat from your skin on your hands actually really helps the products to melt into your skin. And she feels she gets a nicer, smoother finish when she uses her fingers. And as I say, I saw that interview about 10 years ago. And ever since then, I've sort of tried to use my fingers a bit more, especially with the base products. And yeah, I love it. It just saves so much time. And I hate washing brushes, you know, we're meant to do it every week, aren't we? Right, so that's the foundation on. See, as quickly as that. Now, I've got a stick concealer here, and it's actually one of the Bobbi Brown ones. This is a fairly new product to me. I only bought it last month, and I use it in the shade Ivory. And the only places I put my concealer are in the hollows of my eyes there, and I've started putting it along the nasolabial folds, these little lines here. Some people call them marionette lines, don't they? So I put it down there as well, and I just take my ring finger and pat that in there, and the same on this side. I'm just looking down at my mirror over here in case you're wondering. Pat, 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 and then pat these in. So this is something that I do if I'm really pushed for time in the mornings and I really need to get ready and out the door quickly. This is what I'll do. Obviously, I'm talking to you at the moment, so it's taking a bit longer. But if I just did this without talking, it would be 5 minutes. It would be really quick. So there we are. Foundation and concealer is on already. Now, I'm not going to powder. I don't know of a powder that comes in a stick. Again, if you are aware of one, please leave it in the comments below and let me know. But next, I want some sort of contoury, bronzy product just to add a bit more dimension back into my face. And for that, I'm going to use this Fenty matchstick. And this is in the shade Amber. And again, I love it because it's a retractable product. I do love my retractable products. And it's it's a very light neutral brown, and it's almost got a bit of grey in it so that you can use it as a contour. It kind of gives that shadowy effect on your face that you want if you're trying to emphasise your cheekbones and just the general bone structure of your face. So I'm going to just take this then, and I'm going to go straight onto my face. I'm going to just draw a line like that. And then I'm going to take my middle finger and just blend it in. Like this. And then if I want to, I can go back and add a bit more. They're very buildable, these products. And as you can see, that just gives the illusion of a higher cheekbone. Can you see that shadow that's just giving there? And I'll do the same again on the other side and just blend that in with my middle finger. And a little bit more. You could just keep adding until you get the effect that you want with these. Now, of course, you don't have to use stick products just with your fingers. I mean, you know, if you want to use brushes with this, that will probably give you I don't know, would it give you a better effect? Maybe it would, just depending on the brush that you use. So yeah, if you want to use brushes and sponges, you absolutely can. But I just want to show you today that you don't have to. If you don't want to, or if you don't have them, they're not essential at all. And then I like to just do bits down the side of my nose as well, just to contour my nose a little bit. Bit more there on the cheek as well. So can you see what that's done? And it's just so quick and easy, isn't it? I love these matchsticks that Fenty do. They do blushes as well. I think they've got a couple of highlighting ones too. Really, really handy and great for travel. Okay, now for blush, I've actually got 2 different options that I wanted to show you. I've got the very, very popular and well-known, the fancy Westman Atelier, in the really, really lovely fancy magnetic packaging. This one is in the shade Couchette, I think it's called, and it's this lovely peachy colour. So I've got that one. Now, as beautiful as these are, they are quite expensive, as I'm sure you're aware. For one of these blushes, it's, let me just say, I did write it down, it's £44, okay? And I've got a more affordable alternative for you because I really, really like these Kiko stick blushes, the Velvet Touch stick blushes. And this one is in the shade 5. It's not, it's not the same. The packaging is nowhere near as luxurious. It's just plain black plastic packaging. But when you look at the colour, if I compare them, now they're not the same. Just hang on, that lid's about to roll off the table. Right, they're not the same. Obviously, there are differences. But when they're on your cheeks, they give a very, very similar effect. This one's £44. This one is about £12. So there's a really, really big cost saving that can be made there. And I am equally as happy with either of them, to be honest. I use both of them. And I think just to demonstrate how similar they are, I'm going to use one on one side and one on the other side, just to show you that actually once they're on the cheeks, you can't tell the difference. So on my left cheek, I'll go in with the fancy Westman Atelier. I'll just do 3 little dabs and blend it in again with my middle finger. And yeah, I mean, this is a gorgeous product, you know, it really is. Gives a beautiful peachy colour. Not a lot of luminosity, if I'm honest. It's quite matte, but yeah, beautiful. And of course you get the lovely magnetic lid, and this is a really luxurious feeling product. It's very weighty in the hand. It is beautiful, but £44. Now the Kiko one, it does feel a lot lighter, as you probably would expect, but again, it's retractable. It's a very similar colour, and I'm going to go in on the other cheek just to show you. So if I do about the same amount, middle finger from this hand, so we've got no cross-contamination, and I'll just blend this in. A little bit more there. Now, I actually think that there's more luminosity on this side of my face. You see the little bit of sheen there? Now, I wouldn't use a highlighter with this blush, whereas with this side, maybe I would. I'm not going to today, but do you see what I mean? This side has just got a bit more light and a bit more life to it. So there you have it. And to be honest, when you're out and about, would anybody be able to tell that this side is £44 and this side is £12? I don't think I'd be able to tell. And they both last equally as well through the day as well, because I have actually tested it out. And talking about this Fenty, the contour stick here, if you like the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit, this is very similar. Let me just show you. It's that sort of beigey browny colour. And yeah, the Westman Atelier Biscuit shade is very similar. I was in Selfridges a couple of weeks ago and I actually tested them both. Well, this one was in Selfridges, the other one was in Space NK, but I tested them both on my hand and I was surprised at how similar they were. So let me just show you these on my hand as well. So we've got the Kiko one, I'll do there, and the Westman Atelier one, I'll do there. So I'm not trying to tell you that they're the same. They're not. There are clear differences. But as you can see, once they're on the cheeks, once they're on your face, no one can tell. So I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm actually thinking of doing a video where I compare high-end makeup to some less expensive, more affordable makeup, doing a half and half on my face. I always think those videos are really interesting, aren't they? So I might do one of them. Right, so what's next then? Eyebrows. Eyebrows is next. So obviously eyebrow pencil, it's a stick, isn't it? So I'm going to use the Precisely My Brow from Benefit, and this is in the shade 3. Again, it's another retractable pencil, which makes me very happy. No sharpeners required. And they are microbladed, my brows. I had them done last year, but when I do a full face of makeup, I do still like to go over them just to sharpen them up a little bit. So I'm just going to go in with some light feathery strokes, just like this. No harsh lines, just like that. And then on these pencils, you do have the spoolie on the other end as well, so that you can just comb through your brows after drawing them on. That just gives a nice amount of dimension and structure to the face, doesn't it? So we'll do the same again on this side, just light little feathery strokes. And out into the tail just to elongate that a little bit. Okay. And then same again through the tail with the spoolie. I seem to have a bit of a frog in my throat today. I'm very sorry about my voice. I've had a cold that's just not leaving me. Just have a sip of water, excuse me. Maybe I need to take some more vitamin C or vitamin D, actually. One of my subscribers, Imogen, said I should take some vitamin D because that really helps to boost your immune system. So, yeah, maybe I should. Right, so we've done the face, we've done the brows, it's time for the eyes, isn't it? Now, you can get some really, really good stick eyeshadows these days. And my favourites are by, well, there's 3. I've got 3 here and they're all different brands. I've got one by Vieve, and this one is in the shade Vanilla. I've got a Bobbi Brown one in the shade Nude Beach. And I've got from Laura Mercier, Burnished Bronze, this one's called. And the three of these I just find work beautifully together, and they're just so quick and easy to use. I keep saying that, don't I? Quick and easy to use, because everything is today. And they're all retractable, look, so you just twist it and it comes up. So if I just show you what I do with this, I'll put my lighter shade on my mobile lid slightly up into the crease just as a base. Again, same on the other side. Oh, sun's coming out now. There we are. And that's just really lightened it up a bit. There we go. It's nice to have a bit of light on that lower mobile lid, isn't it? Just to make you look a bit more awake. And then after that, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Nude Beach. And this is a lovely sort of pinky, mauvey, sort of purpley shade. And it's a matte one. She does do some shimmers as well if you like a shimmer, but for the purposes of this, I want to use a matte. And I'm literally just going to go across the crease area onto the bottom lid a little bit and blend it in with my ring finger. So let me show you. So I'll just go across the crease like that, and then down onto the outer lid like that. And then I'm going to take my ring finger and just pat it in like that. No, I'm not going to do any rubbing or any of this, because that's terrible for your skin, especially as you get a bit older. You know, when you get into your late 40s like me, you become aware of all these tricks. Now you see what that has done? That has just given a lovely bit of depth to my eye, hasn't it? And how quick and easy was that? So let's do the same on the other side, even things up a little bit. Now, if you do have hooded eyes like me, it can be helpful to just go a little bit higher up with this matte shade, especially in that sort of the outer side here, so that when your eyes are open, you can still see the colour. A little bit more on that bottom lid there. Pat, 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 pat. There. It's good, isn't it? And not a brush in sight. I love doing this stick makeup. I really do. Okay, now just to deepen up that outer corner and to go along the lash line a little bit, I'm going to use my Mercier Burnished Bronze. And this is just a lovely, deep, bronzy. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's a lovely, deep, warm, bronzy brown colour. So outer corner, along the lash line a bit, and then pat, 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 pat with the ring finger. And just up there a little bit. Same again over here. Outer corner, along the lashes, ring finger, pat, pat, pat. There. Looks like I've spent ages, doesn't it? And I really haven't. I mean, I'm nattering to you, so I'm, you know, I'm not even giving it 100% of my attention because I'm talking to you as well, and I can still get it on like this. So if you want a bit of shimmer, which can be quite nice in the inner corner, can't it? You can get shimmery ones. And I've got this little mini travel size of the Mercier, and it's in the shade Rose Gold. So I'm just going to take this across my lower lid and into the inner corner. I'll do both sides before I blend. Okay, so ring finger again. Let's do a quick blend on that side. And again over here. All right. And the beauty of these stick eyeshadows as well is you give them a minute or two and they set down onto your skin, and they really do last all day. You don't need any other primer or anything underneath, and I find them to be waterproof and crease proof as well. So I love them, and I really, really like that effect. That's a nice look for daytime, isn't it? But you could go over it with the deeper shade if you wanted to smoke it out a little bit for evening. Now, I am going to use an eyeliner because obviously this is also a stick, isn't it? A pencil. And this is one of the MAC Colour Excess Gel Pencils. And this one is in the shade Hell Bent. And I'm so happy today with all these retractable pencils. I love them. So I'm going to use this. This is like a deep teal, I suppose I'd call it. I'm going to hold my lid still like that, and I'm going to just go along the lash line, just very, very as close as I can get to the lash line with this. And then I'm going to tight line underneath as well, just to thicken up those lashes there, see? And then same again on the other side. There we go, and underneath. There. Nice. I love this colour, Hellbent. If you used any of these MAC gel pencils, they're brilliant. If you've got hooded eyes like me, they never, if you put it on your upper lash line, they never transfer up here, which I really like. Right, we're nearly finished already. So next, I'm going to go in with a mascara, which is obviously a stick. This is my favourite one. It's the YSL Lash Clash in waterproof. So I'm just going to go in, give it a little wiggle, pull through. Yeah, lovely. And on the other side, it's funny the faces we pull when we put mascara on, isn't it? I'm really conscious of it since I've been filming myself. So I'm just trying to smile nicely. Right, okay. There we go, lovely. And the final step, the final thing I'm going to do is my lips. And I've got one of these little, one of these thick pencils from Nars. It's called a Powermatte High Intensity Lip Pencil, and it's in the shade Dolce Vita. So this is the kind of pencil that you do have to sharpen, unfortunately. But, you know, one product out of all of these isn't bad, is it? So I'm just going to use this as a liner, and I'm going to fill in my lips with it as well. So creamy, really easy to use these. You hardly have to touch your lips at all, and you get this lovely creamy colour coming off. And this will last for hours and hours as well. There you go, as easily and as quickly as that, it's on. Now, because that is a matte lip crayon, and I would like a little bit more gloss, I have one of these. It's also from Fenty. It's one of their Gloss Bomb sticks. And these are a lip gloss in stick form. So again, love them, really handy. What's this colour called? Is it Fussy, it's called? No, it's not. It's very quick and easy. You can see it's just one of these lovely sort of balmy, creamy lip colours. Got a lovely smell. Oh yeah, lovely fruity smell these have as well. And that's just really giving a nice amount of moisturisation to my lips. And there we have it. Full face of Stix. What do you think? Now, if I wasn't nattering on and talking to you while I was doing it, I could have had that done in 5 minutes. Maybe just over 5 minutes. And another thing as well that I didn't mention at the beginning, if you are somebody who flies a lot and you take hand luggage only, you know, the carry-on bag only, and you have to put your liquid items in a liquids bag, none of these things have to go in the liquids bag because they don't count as liquids. There's some debate over mascara, actually. Some security guards at airports do want you to put your mascara in the liquids bag. But I've travelled carry-on only with all of these products just in my hand luggage, and nobody has argued and said that needs to go in a liquids bag. So there you go. That's another plus point for using stick makeup. So tell me what you think. Do you use any of these products? Are you somebody who is new to makeup and you're sort of just starting out building your collection? Tell me what you think. Yeah, and I'll leave it there. I hope you're having a really great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.